Hi everyone, Z-Man here again. Today we're going to round up our jet discussion by looking at the rush jets the ground attack aircraft on the rush maps in Battlefield 3. I think these deserve some love because they are very powerful ground attack aircrafts, but they also do some dogfighting like we're seeing here in the opening scenes. This is a full round on Operation Firestorm on the PC. The rush mode, like I said, we're flying the SU25 Frogfoot. These differ a little bit from the fighter attack aircraft like the F-18 and SU-35. They don't have afterburners, they're much slower, and their primary role is, like I said, they'll hit tanks and shred armor like we're doing right now. But it's very unique. I mean, these jets are so dominant against ground targets that they can really decide the momentum and game, especially in rush. When there's armor pieces and that type of thing, there's no really other vehicles, air vehicles at least, in this map other than these two jets. So it's real critical to have a good jet pilot or someone in the air that's hitting targets and helping out the team. On the flight mechanics side, these are pretty nimble. I almost say they have a higher turn rate and roll rate than the fighter attack aircraft, and that's probably because they fly slower, which makes sense according to the laws of physics. They fly slower, so they have a smaller turn radius, and they're a little more nimble. Cool little detail there if you didn't notice. The speed flaps or speed brakes are deploying whenever I slow down. You'll see it again throughout the video. So the cannon here does a lot of damage to enemy aircraft. Pilot bails here, but I think it's important that you focus on the enemy jet in this map, especially when it's just one air vehicle, because the more downtime, or the more time he's down, the more time you have to roam free and harass the enemy armor and be more of an impact really on the other team, because you don't have to worry about it, their jet chasing you. So, and that's why these guys are. I just killed that tank. I think the armor in this map is critical to the team's advancement and capture of the objective. So like we're 20 tickets in and they hadn't even gotten close to arming the objective. So this Frogfoot makes a big difference in the game flow. They're having a really tough time getting out of their base here and making some kind of push because I'm hitting the targets as soon as they roll out of the main and they can't really go anywhere. Some people may call that camping, but I'm helping the team right here. They're not advancing. My team's picking off all of their infantry because they don't have any vehicles. So we'll go ahead and follow this A-10, or try to at least. I think I lost him. I think he was out of the corner of the screen. I just missed it. I fly in third person. If you watch my last video, I kind of highlighted some of the basic jet tactics. You'll see me flying around in third person a lot because I have a better view of the battle. Right there, I just switched to air-to-guided missile to see if anyone's in the vehicle. You won't see me using that very much. I only really use that if I see a vehicle and I didn't know it was previously there. I'll go ahead and fire a missile just for the hell of it. But usually I'll run around with just the cannon. I mainly use the air-to-ground missile to spot targets because it'll show up bright red on the screen. And so like right now, I'm probably not going to be able to kill this guy with the cannon, but I'll try. Jeeps moving faster are pretty hard to hit, but so my basic tactic is, I'd like to swoop down and engage armor in these jets, and then go ahead and go straight back up and prepare for another pass. You'll see me do that over and over. It's just a safe way to fly. You're not going to get a lot of ground fire. You're basically minimizing the time that the enemy can retaliate against you by doing what I'm doing. So I think that's something you should definitely try to implement, because the enemy sees me for a split second, they see me lighten up their dudes, and then I'm gone. And I'll come back around, and they're always waiting in fear, basically, is what that is. They don't know when I'm coming back. little bit of ballet in the air, and I don't know what happened there. Suicide. So he didn't make it. And some people have said that I'm not really telling you how to fly the jet in these videos, and that's pretty much a given. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you want to hear my perspective, my thoughts on what I'm doing, what my gameplay style is. I'm not going to tell you that, oh, you have to turn the stick right to go right, you know, that type of thing. I assume that you know how to fly the jet. You're just looking for more tips and tactics. But I will tell you a few things. It comes with practice that you get comfortable like this flying the way I do, because I do fly pretty erratically. I don't fly straight or anything like that. I'm always doing loops and turns and rolls and different things, and that just comes as, you know, I'm used to it. I've flown jets in Battlefield games forever, really prop planes, World War II warbirds, and in 1942 is when I started. So I've been doing this quite a long time, and I'm pretty used to it. I think you can see it right there. That was a lot to do in about 5 seconds. So that's one tank and an A-10 down in about 5 seconds, and just quick, swift action. It really never lets up, and that's just something that you'll kind of get used to as you fly the jet, or as you fly aircraft in any Battlefield game. It takes some time to get used to how quickly everything takes place, how quick the action is. If you're gonna, like right now, that's too low for my preference, and I'll go back up to my comfort zone. But if you're not alert or paying attention to something going on, you're probably going to go down. And that's where I see a lot of the rookie pilots are not as experienced, is they kind of just, they don't really pay attention to what's going on around them. They don't have very good situational awareness. They leave themselves very vulnerable to enemy fire. And those are simple things you can fix by just paying attention more, and that can be as easy as, you know, flying a little bit more in third person, so you get a wider view of everything. And the gameplay flow just kind of comes with practice. You know, you can't just jump into these things and say, yeah, I'm gonna go, you know, kill everyone in the jet. It just doesn't happen like that. It takes practice. Enough of the ranting there. I've just kind of addressed some of the comments I was getting, and I appreciate those, by the way. You know, I asked for comments and feedback, and it was great, and I'm going to respond to what you guys had to say. I'm not trying to turn away anyone, but my videos aren't going to be focused on, alright, how do I take off, or anything like that. This is going to be more advanced, intermediate type. I'm going to teach you how to be a better jet pilot, not just to get you up in the air. This is, how do you be a force to be reckoned with in the air? How do you, you know, severely hurt the other team? How do you win the game, basically, in the air? And I think that's pretty, you can see that right now. I mean, they haven't moved an inch. They haven't even gotten close to the first objective, and that's all because of what I'm doing in the jet. They're having no armor advance at all. So this was a quick and dirty video. I didn't edit this at all. I just threw it together, and I'm talking about it now. So we'll see some more interesting gameplay. I have a couple videos in the works now of choppers. I think those are even a totally different story. So guys, stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Like I said, just take what I have to say with a grain of salt. I'm not trying to tell you how to fly. This is just how I view the game and my thoughts. Hopefully it'll make you a better jet pilot in the end.